have very little in me, but seems like it's the right thing to do to film this right now. We did it. We made it. There's not a lot of footage of us at the top because it was at 3:13 in the morning, but we did it. And then we came down to the South Pole and rested for probably an hour or two, and then came all the way back down to Camp 2. I'll be honest, that was the only walk that I did not enjoy, was coming back down to Camp 2. The fatigue in my legs is so real. I'm definitely going to lose every one of my toenails. I'm not sure if it has to do with the cold exposure or just banging in the boots. Right before the summit, in one of the most challenging sections, because you're crossing rocks on your crampons, there's a dead body with purple boots and a gray jacket. He still had his goggles on. It looked really fake. It looked like shitty movie magic, but it wasn't. It was a fucking body that had probably been there for years. I wasn't prepared for that. I saw it and it took my breath away. It literally took my breath away. Mama Tika thought that something was wrong with my oxygen, so he started shouting for Dawa. I think it was like a mini panic attack. Totally started crying. It felt not fun at that moment. And it felt very real. Because 1,000,000% that guy was probably just like us. Out here to see if he had it in him. I imagine he had a family that was checking in on him. And he was fucking dead. You have to like step over his body to get to the ropes. It was gnarly. It was too gnarly. I've never seen a dead body in my own eyes before. I've seen plenty of pictures of dead bodies, but I'd never seen one like that. That seemed pretty, like, I don't know. He was shook that I was shook. And then, about 100 meters later, saw another dead body. This one had an orange jacket on and goggles. His legs were like not to be seen. They were inside the ice, but his upper half was exposed. Dawood told me not to look. He's like, took me off the rope and was like, don't look. And fucking, how do you not look when he says don't look? I guess it makes me appreciate the experience more. I can't even open my eyes, it's so fucking bright. I'm so tired. But it happened so close to the summit that it like leaves, I don't know. It just it was just kind of weird leading up to the summit. We were the first ones on the summit, believe it or not. We did summit in the dark, but we were the first ones. Dawa actually let me go first to be the first one to summit on May 15th. We had the whole summit to ourselves for the first like 10 minutes, which is not normal. But I couldn't allow myself to do it. I told him to go in front of me because, you know, he's climbed Mount Everest 5 times now, but I bet you this might be the only time that he's ever the first one on the mountain. Not normal. So I was the second, and I'm good with that. It wasn't what I dreamed of. I always dreamed of being in the sun. shit. You know, summit photos might matter on other mountains, but on Mount Everest, fuck your summit photo. So close to going home. As far as the way that I felt on the way up, I was really grateful that my Hotronic socks worked. For anybody that's curious, Hotronic socks, had them on level 2, and they was warm enough to get us all the way up. And part of the way down, they turned off by the time we were coming back. It took about 7 hours to get up, so it was a pretty quick summit. We were cooking. And I had one of those hand warmers, the disposable kind that worked. Had warm hands the whole time. But what I did have was a lot of stomach pain, because I hadn't taken a shit in 2 days. I have a hard time just like squatting over some rocks. I should have tried to go, but I didn't. My body just like wasn't having it. So I had some pretty bad stomach pain, but it passed. I prayed a lot. Despite the stomach pain, we're still cooking. Really cooking. I don't think I've felt this level of fatigue before. When we got off the summit back to the South Col, my pee was the color of coffee. I don't even think it was quite that color when I had rhabdo. Can't be good for me. I'm also going to lose all my toenails. I might have said that already. They're all blue. At least like the big toe, middle toe, and third toe. It hasn't hit me yet. I imagine it'll hit me maybe in Kathmandu. I'm not sure. But it hasn't hit me yet. I did think to myself though, when I was feeling exhausted, I could hear Paige's voice saying, "My mountain man. My mountain man." You know, it's so funny. It's like, even though she's my wife, I still really want to impress her and make her proud. It's like, I got her already, but I really want to impress her more than anybody. Really make her proud. She could care less about Mount Everest, but I think she cares because she knows how much it means to me. And as a result, like, really want to make her proud. My ears are so hairy. My skin is fucked. My lip. How red my eyes are. I haven't smoked weed in months. My eyes are redder than the devil's dick. This phone is just too heavy.